Hello guys, welcome again. So let's start. Today we are going to talk about Bitcoin, of course. Let's see what is going on with the price. So Bitcoin, in the last live stream, let me show you here. It was, I think, around here. Yep. In the last live stream, I said, well, we are expecting sideways, right? Sideways here, sideways, something like this, right? And bounce, right? That is the projection. Well, what Bitcoin actually did this week? Well, now you know, right? So if we see what actually Bitcoin is doing is we got this dump here around $93,500, and actually I opened a long position exactly here, $93,550 here around here, and I closed my position 2 days ago around $97,000. I closed my position here. Why I did it here is because, well, Bitcoin actually in 4-hour chart, it was following the resistance in 4-hour chart. And let me show you here. It was following the resistance here, right? Resistance, and finally this resistance is broken right now in short term, of course, in short term 4-hour chart. So my trade was from here to here. I was planning to hold a little bit more time. Honestly, I was expecting $98,000, but I said, well, the time frame actually I was trading is just 4 hours. 4 hours, so I need to follow rules. So that's why I just close my position. Right now, what I'm doing, well, actually, I'm in short. I maybe you say, what? Are you in short? Why you're in short? Well, it's because right now, today, the fact is like in Bitcoin is in range between, this is the resistance, right? Around $98,000 here. And also the support is around here, this area, right? So Bitcoin right now is in in range, right? In this range. So 94, 98. So the only thing I'm doing right now is just trading the sideways market. That's all, right? Now, let's talk about something very important here. In 1-day chart, Bitcoin is still in sideways. Is still in sideways? Is still bullish? Well, that is the point I want to talk about it today. As you can see here, Bitcoin fired a buy signal last week, right? Last week here in February 11, right now is February 21, 21st. Bitcoin is wasting time. That's the point, right? Is wasting time instead of pumping, right? Because the projection was sideways here, and bounce. What it's doing is just in sideways. Right now it's in sideways. You can say, oh, but we have a bounce. Yes, there is a bounce there. But you see, Bitcoin in 1-day chart is doing nothing. It's just moving around 5%. It's very, very, very small. For 1-day chart, it's very, very small. In 1-day chart, I want to see something like this, right? Something like this, like maybe 20%, 15%, even more. But right now, today, Bitcoin is in sideways. So this weekend, I mean today actually, if you don't see Bitcoin above, I don't know, 99K, 100K this weekend, I think that is not going to happen. Bitcoin next week, next Monday, next Tuesday, we will see a sell signal here in 1-day chart. So something like this. Let me show you here something like this. And I will be honest with you. I will be very, very, very honest with you. I'm going to open a short position. When we see this, and not just only with my small account, actually with my main account, I'm gonna open a short position looking for actually the break, and finally continuation to 75K. Yeah. So be careful here, because let me be careful with my words, because right now, if I say short, no, you are gonna open a short position right now. It depends, right? In my case, yes, I am in short because I am trading sideways. The strategy is different, right? The strategy is different. Here is just sideways here, where we have resistance here, right? No thank you, no thank you, no thank you, no thanks, right? And here we are in sideways market, right? Where actually I open longs here, long here, long here. In this case, actually I try to open long position here as well. Here, some of them I failed. I gotta stop it. Of course, it was not perfect, because in a small time frame like 4-hour chart, you will be stopped many times. But that's why I prefer quality than quantity. So what I'm doing right now is Instead of trading this range like very small, I am waiting for actually the major range, in this case from 98 to 94. Now, of course, the momentum is still to the upside here. Yes, in 12-hour chart we have here the bullets are variance right now. I talked about this bullets are variance in 12-hour chart. I think it's already play out. Let me show you how from this point and this point, and from this point and this point. As you can see here, we have a bullets variance here. Volume is very good in 1-day chart, in 12-hour chart, but that's the problem. It's in 12-hour chart, maybe just this week. That's all. No more than that. Yeah, and also in 12-hour chart, as you can see here, the MI55 is acting as resistance. So Bitcoin right now is testing resistance in short-term time frames. So that's why for me it makes sense to open a short position, of course, with risk management, right? Where my stop loss is around 99K. If Bitcoin goes there, it's fine. I will just take my loss, and that's all, because it's normal, right? It's normal. Right? Taking losses is normal. It's part of the process, right? So in 1-day chart, the fact right now here is Bitcoin is wasting time. Now, sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes Bitcoin in the last second, is in sideways here, and when we see the buy signal here, suddenly in the last second is pumping very hard. Be careful with this, because if you use something like that, this is just gonna be a fake pump, right? Because there is no time. So in the next sell signal here, right? Formally speaking, in the next sell signal, it could be a 98K right now, or it could be a 100K. It doesn't matter, right? But it's gonna be a sell opportunity. Now, there is one thing here you need to pay attention. We have volume coming here. Again, but honestly, I was expecting to see the volume coming here, not here, when Bitcoin is running out of time. Let me show you an example here. For example, in this area, Bitcoin was in sideways for a long time, right? Here, sideways. We have a buy signal here, right? Buy signal. And as you can see here, volume was flat here, saying, well, we are going to be in sideways here. So that is a bullish scenario, because this is looking more like accumulation. Yeah, this is more like accumulation. And after that, what happened? We got a massive bounce. Yes, but right now, we don't have that setup. It's actually, we don't have sideways action. Actually, we have a potential volume coming here. But the problem is we are running out of time. Even with the volume like this one, you can expect some moves like this one, right? For example, when we saw this bounce here, let me clean the chart. When we saw this bounce here, the volume was in sideways, was not moving. That's why Bitcoin got rejected, as you can see here. Now Bitcoin is in with this buy signal, is because there is no volume, because it was falling, right? It was falling all the time. We can imply this bounce we saw here is because for our chart and 12-hour chart, we got volume in the short term, okay? So right now, that's why I said to you, now Bitcoin, yeah, it's still fine, yes, but if you don't see 100K this weekend, maybe today, tomorrow, by Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday, something like that, it could be possible, right? It could be possible, like around here, as long as Bitcoin is in sideways here and around this area potentially here in the future, right? Here, not today, right? I'm talking about a swing. It could be a sell signal, and if we see the sell signal, well, the projection is gonna be like this, okay? So that's why I'm careful here, because not now, right? But I think this weekend, next week actually is gonna be super interesting here, because if we see this move, well, the 1-day chart finally is gonna enter we will see reversal in 1-day chart, and of course this move is gonna take us to 90K. 90K is gonna break. Next time, if I see 90K, 93, 94K with this sell signal, I will not open long position. Remember what I said to you, especially if you are in my private Discord. I said to you, like, hey, I am looking for longs. I am not shorting, because I know some of you were shorting here, and now maybe you got wrecked. That's why I said to you a few days ago, hey, careful here, because you are shorting right now here. Yeah, there is a very high probability you will get wrecked. And now what happened here? Well, bye-bye, right? Why? Because we have a buy signal. Respect the signal. The signal is to the upside. Yeah. But now, if we see, for example, this, we see a rejection here again, right? Again. And we see this dump here, plus sell signal, right? Sell signal. This support is not gonna hold. This support is not gonna hold, and you will see another leg down. Of course, never short the support, right? If you see Bitcoin at 93, 94K, well, Leo said it's gonna break down this time. I'm gonna open a short. No, my friend, no. No, if you wanna short, right? Here is the area between 98K, right? Second move around 100K, right? Here, yeah. This is the first area, right? And the second area, if Bitcoin actually is pumping in the last minute, it should be around 100K, 102K, something like that. But anyway, there is not enough time, at least in my humble opinion, right, to see Bitcoin to the moon. I don't think so. I think finally the time is over. Remember, this is a warning sign. This is not a signal, right? This is not. It's just a warning, right? It's a warning, so that's why we have to be careful. Don't rush, right? Wait for that. Wait for that trade, right? Don't chase the market, right? Don't chase the market. In my case, I am in short exactly here right now at 98,200, looking for just sideways, something like this, right? Sideways. The strategy is different. I am not shorting Bitcoin right now because, oh yeah, 2-0. No. The strategy is different. In some point, if I see Bitcoin dropping here, right, I will just take profits because I am shorting in 2 time frames. My main time frame is 1-day chart and more and above, and short-term time frame for this live stream for you, because actually I don't trade a 1-hour chart in my real life. In real life, I don't trade 1-hour chart. It's just wasting time. I have some guys in my Discord, they are trading at 100x. Seriously, really. Don't do that. Don't do all the things that some guys they are doing in my Discord, please. Don't do that. They are just gamblers. They are just playing around. Okay? They are not taking this seriously. If you want to become a serious trader, professional trader in the long term, don't do that. Don't play like that. It's because I want to learn. No, you're losing. You're gambling. You are not trading. Okay? You're not trading. You can go to Las Vegas and you just play there. Yeah. Trading is like a business, right? It's like a business. So that's why we have to be very careful. Even if we are just trading $10 or $20, this is a business. You need to take it like a business. That's the point. That's why, guys, I know some of you want to learn, right? You want to take this seriously. Don't do that kind of things, okay? Don't trade meme coins. Don't chase the market. Don't follow YouTubers. Well, I don't know if I can call myself YouTuber, right? But many crypto YouTubers, they are just saying bullshit, right? In this case, in this channel, just the only thing I'm doing, I'm sharing what I'm doing, of course, and I taking losses. For example, yesterday I opened a short position, $97,200, and I got wrecked. I closed my position at 98,500. I lost this trade because I was expecting Bitcoin could be rejected from the ME55, but instead we got this pump, right? So that's why I lost this trade. And you can actually see my trading journal. It's open, it's public. Well, you have to join, you have to subscribe, but you can go to my website and you can see my trading journal. You can see my trades there, specifically for this small account. Okay. Now, let me explain a little bit more what is happening in higher time frames. If we go to the 3-day chart, let me show you here. 3-day chart, volume is falling here. It's about to cross here the zero line. As you can see, it is crossing here. We don't have a signs of support. Remember, the zero line here is support, right? It's a long-term moving average, very long-term, like it's acting as support. So what is happening right now? We got the close. We are gonna have the close at 24. I mean next week. But if you see the zero line broken here, like breaking here the zero line here in this time frame, of course it's not gonna happen in that second, but eventually you will see a massive breakdown. Let me show you here. We have this one here after broke the volume here, and after 1 week, 10 days around there, we saw a massive falling here. So that's why careful here, because the market is getting ready for actually a move, a major move. We have a better variance, still is present. Yes, it's still present here. the Bethesda variance where the target in 3-day chart should be around 88K. Now the question is if 88K is gonna be a support. If I am very honest with you, I don't think so. I think 90K is a major support. 88K, I think, is not a support. Yeah. And also, let me show you here the weekly chart. Weekly chart, we have what we have here. We have here a sell signal is still present here. Remember, this signal is not exact, right? You have to wait maybe around 2 months or 3 to see the effect. For example, here to from here to the crash, like the 2055, from 70K to 51K, it took maybe around 3 months, something like that. So that's why in average, actually, Bitcoin in weekly chart in sideways likes to stay around between 3 and 6 months. So right now we are around 3 months in sideways. We are since November, we are here in sideways. But the thing here is like with the red dots here, I cannot be bullish. I cannot say, oh yeah, Bitcoin will go to the moon. No, the projection is gonna be the same thing, like sideways, right? We have this range, right, in weekly chart, right? Downside. You want to be bullish here. You want to see Bitcoin holding another 2-3 months, maybe until summer, right? Until summer, 90K. Yeah, if you see until summer, for example, here, 90K holding, eventually the indicators will reset, and you will see this buy signal here. And from here, you can say, okay, here to the moon, 200K. But today, right now, no, thank you. This is just to the downside. It's to the downside. I know it's taking long time because, well, that is the point. We are talking about weekly chart. You have to wait 3 months around there. Now, if we go to the monthly chart, we are gonna have a new close. And actually, this price action, I love it because I like to see. I like when the price action is very, very obvious, very easy to read. Here it's very simple. I mean, the game is very simple. Bitcoin must close above, as long as Bitcoin is above $96,000, everything should be fine. Okay, below 90K, 93K, formally speaking, if you see Bitcoin closing below 93K in March or this month, the next target is gonna be around 70K, 72K. Okay, there is no other thing. There is nothing. So this is the support actually between 96 and 93. Yeah, of course there are some wicks here. Remember, we are talking about monthly close. So what do you want? You don't want to see is doing this, right? Bitcoin closing like this, because if you see Bitcoin closing like this month or March, game over. And game over, and actually it's gonna be bad, very, very bad, because Bitcoin will hit around 70K and so on, maybe around 45K, something like that. If you ask me right now, yes, sure, I actually am expecting this year is gonna be like this. Okay, this year, and not just only this year, because in bi-monthly here, in the long term, we have also a better variance. Eventually, we will see this signal, maybe in summer. So what happened after we saw the previous, with the previous better variance here? From 2018 to 2022, around 4 years, not even more. We got this high, and after that Bitcoin crash all the way down. Of course, I'm talking about long time, long time, right? So that's why right now here we are, since the bottom of the bull market, the bear market, 2022. Now we have 2 years right now. No, 3 actually, 2 years and a half, something like that, bull market. And now it's very funny because if you see Twitter or X, social media, yeah, the bull market is here. The bull market, blah, blah, blah. Remember this, many people, they are just trying to get you into their Discord or Telegram to sell you, I don't know, an shitcoin or something like that. But the reality is like they are stupid, they are blind, right? Because actually the bull market is here. Right, it started in 2022, and since then we are actually in uptrend. Right, this is the bull market. This is a bull market. Yeah. Now there is one more thing about Bitcoin. As I said before, I am looking for a 1-day chart. Right, in 1-day chart, sideways and potentially sell signal. In the long term, 2025, I am looking for this downside. Of course, I need to see Bitcoin closing below 90K. And after I see 90K broken, we kind of start talking about 75K and eventually maybe 50K. But this time is going to be different. And I can tell you right now, get ready because this bear market is going to be even worse than the previous one. Actually, I think this bear market is going to be even worse than, it's the first time we will see something like that. We could see something very, very, very bad, a nightmare, a really nightmare in the bear market. Think about it. In 2017, because, well, so I know some guys, they have a lot of experience trading crypto, right? Like me, maybe holding, right? Maybe Cardano, maybe something else, right? But you remember this time, right? In 2016, 17, it was very hard, very, very, very hard to launch a crypto coin, Litecoin, XRP, Ethereum. You have to fork all the blockchain. It was so complicated to release a new token, right? So that's why we got, like, in that time, I cannot remember the number, but it was like maybe 1,000, even less cryptocurrencies. Now, how many coins we have right now? Let me check just quickly here. Because I saw the number last time. We have around okay, coins just in CoinGecko we have 20,000, but I think we have in Solana we had a lot of tokens. Every second I can see meme coins, right? New meme coins, every second, right? Release, right? Like we have so many. So the point here is we have a lot of garbage right now in the market. So how we can fix it? We need to clean the market, right? So what is I'm trying to say? If you see this bear market, yeah, it could be even stronger, right? It could be deeper. It could be harder than others, the previous one. And potentially it could break the ME55. If we see this ME55 broken, our best friend for more than 12 years in Bitcoin price action, as you can see here, the ME55, Bitcoin is going to be in a serious problem. But actually for me it makes sense. Why? Because now we have a lot of garbage everywhere. We have tech lead, we have many YouTubers, they are releasing their, we have presidents releasing shit coins, right? Meme coins, scamming people, right? So that's why I think it's time to, clean the house, right? That is, of course, this is not technical analysis, it's just an assumption, right? It's something actually I am expecting. So that's why we have to, at least in my case, what I'm doing right now, I am not buying altcoins. I am not buying meme coins. I am not buying that shit, okay? No, I am not doing that. I am not wasting my time. Even I am not watching, Trump, I don't care. Libra, right? No, thank you. I don't care. The only thing I care right now is my capital, protecting my capital, and getting ready. Getting ready for what? Well, if we see this crash, right? This crash, something like this in 2025, 2026, you must have capital, liquidity to enter. Because in this time, again, you see the crypto market is a scam, the crypto blah, 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 Bitcoin is going to zero, right? So that's why many altcoins, they are dropping around 50%, and people say, oh, why? We don't have alt season, right? We don't have alt season. Many crypto YouTubers are calling for the alt season right now. Still, they are asking for that. They are thinking, the Bitcoin, the alt season is coming. And as long as we see this kind of post, right, message in social media, people are not suffering. Yeah. They are not suffering enough. This is just the beginning, right? So that's why. But remember this, guys. I don't want to be. Sometimes I got the comment, the feedback, like sometimes I am too harsh, right? I'm harsh when I said many people are so stupid. But think about this. This is a business. And we need them. You must be happy to see very smart people, sophisticated people talking about shit in social media. On social media, sorry. Why? Because we need them. Imagine if they are smarter, if they are clever, how we are gonna sell? We need them, right? We need someone who is very sophisticated, right? Very smart to buy here at 100K thinking Bitcoin will go to the moon, right? Because if we follow rules, well, we know they buy here and we sell here because, well, we want to make profit, right? So that's why I like this guy, this trader, Alessio. He's the only trader actually I like to see. He's the only one, right? And actually, he's actually even worse than me. He's like he said, dumb money and smart money. I agree with him. Dumb money they buy here, right? When everything is green to the moon, right? They buy here because Michael Taylor, sorry, said, is Bitcoin will hit 10 million, right? Well, remember he has a business, so he cannot say Bitcoin is gonna crash, right? So the thing here is like smart people, they buy here, but not because it's red. I'm not talking about just 10%, 5%. They buy just really when everything is so painful, right? We buy in, especially for Bitcoin, in average, it's around 70%. 70%. So 70%. After the magic number, historically speaking, for Bitcoin is around 70%. More or less, right? More or less is this number. Yeah. When you see this number from the top, yeah, it's a time to open your wallet and start thinking to buy, not to sell. Okay. So that's why in this case, I am telling you right now, because 2025, 2026 is going to be a huge, we will have a huge opportunity to buy everything super cheap. Okay. So now let me continue with altcoins, and after that I will continue with stock market and currencies and so on, right? Okay, the next one is USD dominance. USD dominance, as you can see here, right? We have here weekly chart. Let me show you here. We have a buy signal is still present here. It's still present, testing the MA55. But the most important chart right now here for me is the monthly. We have this accumulation. This is accumulation, my friend. This is accumulation. There is no other direction. This is like this, okay? This is like this. No other direction, okay? So we have a buy signal here, right? And not just only buy signal. I think we have a buy monthly here. Very soon, we are going to have a buy monthly buy signal. So this is telling me Bitcoin is going to crash. That's all. That's all. It's the only thing I can tell you right now. Bitcoin is going to hit blah, blah, blah. Yeah, sure. Yeah, you buy. Perfect. But don't ask me to buy because, well, good luck, right? It depends on your goals, right? In my case, I am a trader. I am not thinking, Bitcoin, I am gonna hold Bitcoin because the future is gonna blah blah blah. We are gonna use Bitcoin for buying stuff on. No. In my case, I want to make money, right? So that's why I am using my skills as a trader. I apply my skills as a trader for investing, right? So right now here, I can tell you all 2025 and 2026, sideways, downside for Bitcoin, and USD dominance is actually very bullish. I am very bullish here, very bullish. Now, let me show you here the Bitcoin dominance now. The Bitcoin dominance right now, all the crypto YouTubers are, actually, you know very well, right? They are calling for the alt season. Where is the alt season? Where is the alt season? Always, they like to go to 1 hour chart and they say, you see, there is a sell signal, whatever, an RSI, whatever, alt season is coming. If you see that kind of comments, please unsubscribe, don't follow. And even don't listen to me, because actually you can put me in the same basket, like, okay, this guy also, he's YouTuber, right? But there is a big difference here. In my case, I am actually making decent amount of profits in my trading, in my main account, my small account. So that's why I don't have to ask you, hey, could you buy this? Could you buy Leo token? No, you will never see that kind of things. Even if I reach 100K subscribers one day, I will never do something like that. No, I don't need it. The thing here is, like, let me show you here. We have a USD dominance in one day chart is gonna fire next week a potential buy signal. It's about MA55. It's trending to the upside. There is no signal of like weakness here. Weekly chart. We have potential better variance forming here, but actually it's too soon here. And as long as the volume is above the zero line, we are still in this Bitcoin season. We are right now at Bitcoin season. Let me show you here the monthly here. We have actually a potential of better divergence forming here in the monthly. So all the year, not tomorrow, right? So we will see a better divergence in the monthly, and actually is bouncing here, where the target actually should be around here, around 68, 70%. It should be here. Okay, it should be around here. This is the time here when actually, if I am correct, of course, because I can fail, I am expecting to see actually all the altcoins crash, like Solana, all of them super, super low, plus the crash of Bitcoin is gonna be awesome. I am very excited because I will be able to buy everything super cheap, right? Actually, yeah, I'm very happy. That's why I love bear markets. So as you can see here, my personal target is around 70%. I don't see weakness here. I know maybe you say, but we have a sell signal. The reason why it's not crashing is because watch the volume. The volume is your friend. And as you can see here, volume is actually very, very strong. You see, it's very, very strong, right? And the sell signal, even with the sell signal in the monthly here, right? In the monthly here, we can expect sideways, and not just only after we saw the sell signal in the volume here is when finally we can expect the crash. So you will have enough time to buy altcoins and very cheap price. Okay, so that's why don't rush. Don't rush. The best thing you can do right now is save your money, save your capital, and get ready for the next big discount in the markets. Okay. Now let's continue. Let's continue with more. I'm gonna talk about Solana. Solana is actually very interesting right now because now, Solana is crashing. No, actually, it's not crashing. Not yet, at least. It depends on the time frame, right? Because you bought here, right, at 300, right, or almost 300 here, or 270 here. Yes, of course, you are wrecked right now. You are getting wrecked. But in the higher time frames, no. Solana actually is very, very expensive. Very expensive. Now, with this candle, the pattern right now, this candle, Solana is going to crash. And the next target is going to be around here, 112. Potentially, Solana could be in sideways for long time here, in sideways maybe. It depends on Bitcoin. But if Solana breaks, actually is where I'm going to be interested. Not now. I am not interested here. Solana 100? No. No, thank you. Solana 150? No. I'm gonna be interested after I see Solana breaking 100. After breaking 100, well, potentially I can start, thinking to buy Solana in the long term, right? The next price, if Solana breaks, is gonna be around 85. This is small support, right? Very small support, but the real deal is around here. Yeah, it's around here, 45, and also $20. If we know in average all the altcoins crash around 95% in the bear market, so from here to 95% is around 15, $20. I cannot say, I cannot tell you if Solana is gonna do that, but the only thing I can tell you is if I see my altcoin, right, the next Bitcoin, whatever you wanna buy, around 70, 80% crash in a bear market, that is the time to start opening your wallet and potentially starting in accumulation, right? Getting ready for the next massive move, right? And please, if you are gonna do this, you need to think like you have to hold for at least 1 year or two, not just 2-3 months or 1 week, right? Yeah, please be careful with your expectations, right? Okay, now let's continue. Let's continue here with Cardano. For example, let's talk about Cardano. Cardano actually hit the MI55 monthly with very nice bounce here, but as long as Cardano is not closing about 95 cents, I am bearish here because this is just a bounce. But the real close should be around 95, even $1. If we see the close this month are $1 or 95, yeah, actually, I will say, well, Cardano is gonna reach higher prices, but I don't think so. I think Cardano is gonna get rejected here from 80 cents, and it's gonna be in range between 80 cents and actually 50 cents. Yeah, and eventually, if Bitcoin helps, it's gonna crash to maybe 0.40 cents, something like that. Yep. Now let's continue with more. One of the coins actually someone asked me, it was BGB, BitGetCoin, right? And let me show you here. Very interesting, this coin, actually very impressive what it's doing. I don't care if it's an exchange. The only thing is I care about the price action and I make money, right? So from the bottom in 2022 and right now it's around 7,000 percent of profit. So this is one of my coins actually I'm thinking to buy in the next bear market. Yeah. I don't care if it's an exchange. It's like it could be like BNB. Yeah, that's why I am looking for something like this. Okay. Of course, we have a sell signal right now here. Sell signal looking for in the long term around 2.550. And eventually, because in the monthly, we have this massive candle here, the real support in the bear market, right, should be around $1 around there. Should be maybe the real support in that time. Of course, it's going to take long time. Now let's continue with more altcoins here. We have Ethereum here. Ethereum actually is very interesting here because right now people are, is the president is buying Ethereum, right? Someone is buying Ethereum. It's bullish. It's to the moon, right? To the moon like this. The reality is like we have a sell signal right now in the monthly, right? So I don't care what they say. I give a shit about it. We have just sell signal sideways here, at least all this year, right? And it's gonna be good. If we see Ethereum defending $2,000, $2,000, 170, 80 for 1 year, it's gonna be awesome. But I don't think so. I think eventually this is gonna break down. And I'm still looking for my first target actually hit around 2,000. It was like that around there. But the real target, the real deal for me is around 1,500, around here. Yeah, this is the area actually I'm looking for, 100, 2,300 around there, around here. And for me, this area is the first area to start looking for a potential buy. Potentially, yes. Yeah. Now think about this. If Bitcoin crash from this point and this point is around 70%, not bad. But in average, altcoins crash around 90%, 95%. So I'm talking about crazy prices. That's why I was thinking like this market, it could be even worse than the previous one. Okay. So that's why be careful here. The rule for me, at least, to start thinking to buy altcoins, especially altcoins, is if I need to see that altcoin crashing so hard, very, very hard, like no one wants to buy it anymore. Yeah. So 80%, 75%, something like that. Okay. Not just 10%. Okay. It depends on your goals. Now let's continue. Let me check the comments. Bebo. Oh, thank you, Bebo. Simon, hello, Leo. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna check the stock market in a few moments. Yeah, the bear market actually is coming. It's coming, and now I can see some people on social media, they are start talking about these kind of things. Just few people. I see the sentiment is still very bullish. It's fine. Actually, something I'm expecting to see the market bullish, because Bitcoin actually is still holding 90K. I think the real pain, or when finally people will start thinking the bear market is here, is when finally Bitcoin breaks 90K. Breaking 90K, you will see Twitter, X or whatever, finally with people calling bear market. Usually when you see that kind of things, for example, the sentiment is like this, right? This is a sentiment. Let me show you here with Elliott Wave. It's very interesting because I really like to study psychology of trading, especially in the markets, because we are humans, right? So let me show you here. We have here B2C. Yeah, for example, something like this. This is in the higher time frames, right? In the higher time frames, technically speaking, we are in the wave number 5. Let me show you here, and wiggly chart I think is better. Let me show you here. Yeah, here. Technically speaking, right, we use Elliott Wave theory. We are right now here. It is the wave number 1, wave number 2, and wave number 3, and wave number 4, and wave number 5. Okay. Now, if we use more sophisticated, Elliott Wave tools, like for example Fibonacci levels, we can use something like this. Let me show you here. From the bottom of the wave number 1 to the top of the wave number 2, the top number 1 to the bottom of the wave number 2, and we just enable here the default template. Yep, we can expect the 1.618. It could be the top of the wave number 3, and extension to the 2.618. So the first target in for the wave number 3 it should be this one, yeah, and the second target should be this one. Okay. Now, if the wave number 4, like this one, yeah, the wave number 4 is this one. It's complex. When I say complex, is when we have this kind of combos A, B, C, D, F, or whatever. Well, if the market is in sideways, well, the theory says is like if the wave number 2 is clean, like you see actually very clean the wave number 2, the wave number 4 is gonna be complex. That means we are gonna be in sideways. Check, check, and check. And now if we have the wave number 4 and wave number 4 and wave number 5, so we can use the same thing from the bottom of the wave number 2, right, to the top of wave number 3 to the bottom of the wave number 4, we can say, well, usually in this scenario is the first target should be 1.68, around 79k, and the second target is 1 to 1. From 1 to 1 is around 98k. Technically speaking, we are now here in the 1 to 1. Okay, an extension in overextended wave number 5 should be around 128k. Now, as you can see here, I am using Fibonacci levels, but it's looking fancy, it's looking wow, very informative, right? But I will tell you something. In real world scenarios, it's useless. Okay, why? Because the same as patterns, right? Same as triangles, right? Same as triangles, like this or like this, right? Like the triangle like this one, or channels, right? This theory, elevate trading, right, and patterns, they have something in common. Why they have something in common? Because the trader will count the waves in the way he likes. Okay. So you will see many counts like this, right? Ah, no. This is no way. This is not like 1. This is no 1. This is maybe this is 2. This is 3. This is 4, and this is I don't know, like ABC combo, whatever. And this is another wave. You will see many counts. That's why it's the same thing as trading with patterns. So that's why I like to use weekly chart and monthly, because when I see the waves super clean, super obvious, of course, the count is not gonna change, at least not very often, right? Something like this. And now let me explain the next step. Usually when you see this, the wave number 5, right? You can count 3 waves. The wave number 1 is the top of the wave number 3. It's around 72k. The wave number B is around the resistance around the bottom of the wave number 5, around 95k. And wave number C is the top of the wave number 1 here. Okay. Now, here, talking about psychology of trading, right? In this here is denial. Like people think, no, this is just a decent pullback. This is a decent pullback. Here is like the person is like this, right? This is the face, and this is the guy, and this is like, okay, flat. Like, okay, this is just a pullback, right? And here finally we saw the bounce here, and the smile, the face is like this, right? Oh my God, you see? I was correct. Ooh, wow, to the moon, right? To the moon, right? Here. And here is when actually we open shorts, in my case, right? I will open shorts, right? And here, when it's crashing and it's testing the wave number A here, people here is just a pullback, right? It's in between this phase and this phase, right? Like this phase, okay? And finally, when Bitcoin crashed this, or any asset crashed this, is when finally they enter in panic here, in the panic, like this. And they start selling because everything is gonna crash and you will see the media. But this is the normal behavior of retailers. Many people, they don't have experience about trading. What you have to do here, talking about emotions, is when you see this move like this, don't follow your emotions, follow the charts, okay? If you know this pullback, yeah, you can buy here. You can buy here, okay. If Bitcoin is going to the moon again to 100k, risk management, right? Protect your entries, right? Take some profits here, right? Wait for the price, right? Wait for the price to enter in range. Wait for the signal. If you see the sell signal, don't listen your heart. Don't listen your emotions. Don't listen Twitter or Facebook, whatever, and just follow the rules. If the rules says sell, you sell, and that's all. That's all. You see, it's the thing you have to do, right? Follow the rules. The system knows better than you, right? Than your guess. Oh, I guess it's gonna reach 100K, $101,000, 700 with 20 cents. Really, seriously, please stop doing that. Okay. So the bear market, I think, in my humble opinion, is actually around the corner this year. Yes, invalidation. Let's talk about invalidations because actually it's very important. The only way we can actually invalidate the sell signals we have in higher time frames, I will just go to weekly chart, and we have to see this. Bitcoin is holding here until summer, until summer. You see, for example, by July, Bitcoin is still above. June, July is still about 90K. In that moment, you will see the MI55 around here, right? And also you will see curve forming this buy signal here. And this one maybe is gonna reset around doing something like this, right? That is invalidation, because here I will tell you, you know what? I was wrong. Bitcoin actually it was holding super good, and now we are going to the moon. 150K, 200K, 1 million if you want, 2 million, whatever is the price, okay? But remember, it's about time, right? We have to wait all this time to see if actually we are, if Bitcoin can hold actually in this period of time around 90K, okay? So that is invalidation. Time is invalidation because it is gonna reset the indicators in the long term, okay? The odds are very low, okay? Very, very low. I have to tell you right now this, because eventually we have a buy signal, we have a sell signal in the monthly, and eventually we will see also a sell signal in by monthly. So that's why I don't think that is gonna happen, okay? Okay, so let me continue with the comments. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna check the Nasdaq, Bebo. One moment. I finished with this, and I'm gonna continue with the stock market. Bill, can you discuss trading ranges for our chart? It depends on your time frame, my friend. Let me show you here. In 1 day chart, I know Bitcoin is running out of time, right? Running out of time. So that means, like, if I am in long position right now, around maybe, well, I am not in long position right now, but if I am trading in 1 day chart, I have to wait, formally speaking, and maybe around maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. When I see Bitcoin in sideways or maybe crashing here, I will just cancel my entry, right? Because the time is over. In 4-hour chart is different. In 4-hour chart, if you wait for the signal here, formally speaking, if you want to wait for the signal, it's gonna be a little bit late, because remember, the indicators are not, they are following the price, so you will never get the best price, right? So that's why when you're trading range, you have to, well, anticipate, right? Check what is the resistance, right? What is the support, right? And when you open a short position here or here or here, you need to manage your risk and wait for the confirmation. When you wait for the confirmation, is because you are already in the market. You open, for example, I open a short position right now here around $98,200, and my confirmation is gonna be, first, Bitcoin in this case is not pumping more, it's in sideways here, right? Second is the sell signal confirmation here, maybe after 8 hours, maybe 2 candles more, yeah. And after that, yes, you will see this pullback. That is the problem with when we are trading range, because we have to follow more real-time price action than the indicators, okay? So that's why you have to practice a little bit more, okay? It requires more, like, you need to actually pay more attention in price action, and you need to identify very well where is the resistance, where is the support, right? And you need to check when the market actually is in sideways right now. Why is in sideways? Well, first of all, we have now clear resistance, clear support, and also in 1-day chart right now here, Bitcoin is actually showing us the MA55 has been acting as resistance. Now, Bitcoin in the short term, for example, could drop to maybe 97,600. That's in the MA55, and if we see Bitcoin closing like this, maybe today, below the MA55, of course, because we're in a range, we can imply Bitcoin could hit around again 94K, 95K. So that's the way how actually I'm trading range. Actually, it's very easy. It's very easy. Just you need to just identify the resistance, support, open short longs, and just protect your entries, and that's all. Protect yours with the stop loss, and after when you're in profit, just move your entry, your stop above or below. It depends on the direction you are to protect your entry. That's all. Yeah. But well, okay. Now let me continue with the stock market. 1 second. Okay, so let me continue. Okay, Bill, how do you know when to ignore higher time frames? Is because you are trading, well, remember, Bill, in this case is a time. Time is extremely important, okay? Remember, timing is very, very important. We have the buy signal present here in 1-day chart, yes. The question is if Bitcoin has enough time to reach 104K, 103K. It could be possible, yes, but the odds are actually decreasing right now. Why? Because the time from here to the buy buy signal to the sell line, this is the time any asset, not just Bitcoin, has this period of time to actually show us the result, the output, right? In this time, in this case, actually, Bitcoin is about to test a sell line. Of course, this is not a sell signal, not yet. But this is telling me there is a very high probability if we see a bounce here, it's not going to be enough time to see Bitcoin testing this area, or even closing above there, because the momentum is not there. Plus, the volume is below zero line, so that means it's not very strong. The move is not very strong. Remember, you need to think about timing as well, right? So in short term, in 4-hour chart, I am looking for this just trade in short term, right? Opening shorts, but because it's 4-hour chart, I want to see confirmation, right? I want to see confirmation here. I want to see after I enter here, I protected my entry. For example, in my case, my short position is like this. Let me show you here. My short position is here, and 98 here actually in this level, yeah. My position is above the previous high here, not just above here, it's more, a little bit more, 1.5 in my case, right? 1.5%, something like this. I am willing to lose 1.5% of my portfolio because I am looking for the bottom of the range around 95K. This is the bottom of the range, yeah, here. This is the bottom of the range, right? And this is the top of the range, okay? So my risk and reward ratio is around 2. Actually, for me, is very good. Actually, very good. Because I like to enter when I see the risk and reward ratio above 2 is awesome. So that's why for me, it's actually worth it to risk 1.5% of my portfolio because I can make double. You see, 3%. Okay. So that's why I don't say, I never say, hey, don't trade in the middle. Don't trade in the middle. Okay. Because it's going to be 1-to-1, 50-50. Like in this case, I have more probabilities to win this trade than losing. Okay, now let's continue with the stock market. The stock market, please. The stock market, okay. The stocks, okay, sorry. Stocks here. Okay. I'm gonna start with the first of all, I need to check BABA because so far so good. Is actually super good, very good investment, right? I am very happy with BABA, very happy. Thank you China, thank you. No, thanks to my system, actually. I'm very happy with my system. You see, wonderful, breaking the MI55. I am just holding all this year, I don't care. I will just hold this year because the volume is in sideways, it's consolidation, momentum is to the upside, and breaking the MI55 awesome. The next target, as I said before, is gonna be around here, 200. And there, potentially there, I will consider to close my position maybe by the end of the year. Or who knows, at this speed, maybe in a few months. Awesome, right? Very nice. Okay. Let's continue. I'm gonna continue with the next one I am watching right now is this one. I bought Unity last week at 21 in the monthly. We have a beautiful bullish divergence. Yeah, I am checking my own stock. Sorry, I'm gonna check yours later. Okay, beautiful bullish divergence here. I bought here right at 21.5, and I'm looking for 43. In the long term, I am looking for 100. Yeah, 100. This is my area, of course, because it's a stock market. I need to wait for 1 year or maybe 2, but it's fine. I will do that. Okay, now let's continue with Netflix. Well, all new all-time high, buy all in, right? No, thank you. No, thank you, my friend. No, thank you. So buy the pullbacks. So did you see this pullback here? It's happening right now around 930. It's just gonna be a buy opportunity. Also, we have a gap here and continuation. Okay. No shorts. No shorts for the stock market. I know you want to short, right? Yeah, I still don't get it why people want to short the stock market. I still don't get it. No, it doesn't make sense to short the stock market. At least in the long term. In 4-hour chart, maybe yeah, but in 1-day chart, maybe yeah, but in the long term, no, thank you. It's a very bad business. Here, for example, Amazon here is testing the MA55 here. As long as it's holding this area, of course, we need to give time here, maybe 1 week. If you see this area holding, well, 220 around there, of course, we have to wait. We cannot enter right now there. We have to wait. And potentially it could be a buy signal in maybe next week, but we have to wait. Right now in weekly chart, as you can see here, this is looking more like a pullback, breaking 220. You will see actually a crash. No crash, it's a correction. 195 around 200 should be the area, and it's gonna be a buy opportunity. Every time when Amazon is testing the MA55, the trend is your friend until the end. Okay, so when you see 195, if we see it, don't panic. Actually, it's the time to buy. Okay. Now let's continue with Nvidia. Nvidia, well, this is a very good example. You see, testing the MA55, right? Testing the MA55, and after that, a bounce. And this is gonna print a new buy signal here. This is gonna be like this, new all-time high right now. I can tell you for Nvidia, new all-time high is to the moon, right? Of course. Nvidia is actually doing very well. Very well. In some point, I want to buy around when we see the MA55 tested in some point. Now let's continue with Nike. Nike is another investment. Actually, I invested in Unity, Baba, and Nike. That's all. I will not invest in something else. And this is like this. I am very bullish on Nike, right? Very bullish here. Right, I am very bullish in the long term. We have a bullish divergence here in the monthly with the close in February. It's gonna be awesome. Actually, I'm looking for 125. Next, if we see 125 broken, you will see around new all-time high. Actually, new all-time high for Nike. And well, yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I will hold. I have to tell you this. I am not financial advisor, but in my case, Nike, I am planning to hold at least 2-3 years. Honestly, at least in my case. Okay, in my case. Yeah, I got some feedback like I need to open another channel or another Discord for the stock market. The problem is like all the people who are in my Discord, they are only trading crypto. I know just 1-2 guys who are just trading the stock market. I was planning to I am trading right now the stock market, but in the long term, right? In the long term. But I will open a survey. I think I will share a survey asking you guys if you want me to open a stock market group like private just for us, because I don't see the demand. I don't see the request like on Discord, right? I don't see like people. Hey, could you check this stock? No. Actually, just few people. That's why I don't do that. Okay. So, but please, if you think like it's required, we can do that. But I need more people. interested in the topic, right? Okay, this is bullish. Nike is bullish. Nike is bullish. There is no other direction. It's beautiful, beautiful bullish variance in weekly chart as well. Testing the breaking 85, you will see 100, 100, breaking 100. Yeah, eventually new all-time high in the long term. And the reason why I'm very bullish is because if I show you the higher time frames here, the last time when Nike tested the MA55 in this time frame, it was in 2009 after the crash, and the previous one it was in 2000. So right now here, right here, from this point and this point is around, well, long time, around maybe 7 years, no more, right? Not 10, no, like 14 years, something like that. I don't know, but more than 10 years, yes. So that's why there is no way I can be bearish here. This is like this, okay? The problem with this is you have to wait long time. That's why I don't. That's why I prefer Bitcoin, right? Because this, of course, I'm gonna make profits here. I have to wait maybe 2-3 years for just maybe 70%. In the context of the stock market, it's a lot, but in the context of Bitcoin, it's nothing. Bitcoin can make a lot of more money in less time. Now let's continue with the gold. Gold is bullish and it's gonna be bullish for a long time. You see 3 months is super good. Monthly here, let me show you the monthly here. Monthly is very bullish here. We don't have better variance here to continuation. Of course, there is no time to buy. This is not the moment to buy, but it's very bullish here. Very, very bullish, as you can see here. Nice. Actually, this was consolidation as expected, as you can see here. Consolidation, and after that, we saw the breakout. Very good, actually. We have 1, 2, 3 strikes of better variance. Well, if you see gold actually crashing here, right, is because it's gonna be a buy opportunity. Gold is trending, and actually, it's not good for us. When gold is trending, it's not good for us, but well, it's fine. So let's continue. Let me see the comments. Nasdaq. Okay, let's talk about the Nasdaq. Nasdaq. I think it's this one, right? I think it's this one, right? The Nasdaq. Yes, sure. This is the chart. Okay. So, Bebo, okay, you said QQQ, I'm expecting a downside in the next week when the chart is going to print some weekly too. Let me see. Weekly chart. We have a sell signal here present in weekly chart. We have a sell signal, but this is, man, I know you want to see, I got you. Like maybe you want to see a crash because you want to buy cheaper, right? But the fact is, like, even with the sell signals and better variance, the market is bullish. Just see the price action. It's very bullish. It's looking good. It's looking good. Of course, this is looking good. But if you see a pullback or you see this crash, it's a buy opportunity, no shorts. At least for me, I don't like shorting this. The trend is your friend, and the trend is to the upside, okay? And this is trending. It will be different if we see something like this, right? Sideways action, something like this, sideways like Bitcoin. And after that, yes, we can imply it's gonna crash. But in this case, the pattern is very, very obvious. It's to the upside and it's making new all-time high, okay? Yeah, exactly, yeah, it makes sense. Me too, I want to buy cheaper. But the fact right now here is the stock market, the SP 500 and the Nasdaq, they are bullish, yeah? Now here in one day chart, every pullback you see, every pullback here, every pullback always is gonna take you, is the trend is your friend and the trend is to the upside. Okay, in one day chart here, we have still the momentum is to the upside. Maybe next week, according to the bands, yes, it's in this area. There is around in this case, it's around 80% of probabilities potentially we could see sell signal next week. You're correct. Yeah, 80% of probabilities. Okay, so there is a very high probability we could see a sell signal very soon next week. where no shorts. I am not shorting here. No, there is no better average. There is nothing here. So looking for 520 around there, and from there continuation. The trend is your friend until the end. That's the point. Okay, that's the point. Yeah, that's the point. In some point, we will see something like we will see another opportunity, maybe in 2, 3, 4 years. Who knows? But it's gonna take time. Okay. Now let's continue with okay, Ferrari. Okay, let's see. Race Ferrari. Okay, it's my first time, I think. Wow. Okay, that's awesome. You see, that's in the ME55 here, a massive pump here. Okay. Yeah, of course. My system told you this. In weekly chart, we have a buy signal here, you see, and after that, a massive pump here. Volume is coming. It's not the best. It's below zero line, but yeah, it's coming here, looking for new highs. Actually, new highs, new all-time high. I think. Let's see. Yeah, new all-time high. New all-time high. This thing is gonna keep trending. Volatility is super contracted here in monthly. So looking for actually a little bit higher, maybe because there is no volume here. There is no volume here. So usually when you see this kind of this, especially in the stock market, you can have multiple signals here of sell signals here, but I would suggest don't focus too much here. Focus in the volume. The volume is the most important thing here. Yeah, the volume is actually to the upside. Okay, we have a sell signal right now here, but it's gonna take time. So this is telling me maybe in weekly chart we could see a continuation a little bit higher, but overall something like this. Let me show you here. Something like this, and after that maybe in some point it's gonna enter in range. Something like this. Okay, but it's actually looking very good. Yeah, very good. I really like a weekly chart. Okay, there is no entry right now. You want to enter right now, you have to wait for the pullback in one day chart, maybe in 2 weeks. Yeah. Okay, so let's continue. I think that's all, guys. That's all. I think that's all. Let me see Bitcoin one more time, and that's all for today. Okay. So Bitcoin, I said before, Tuesday, Wednesday next week, if we don't see Bitcoin above 100K, game over. And the projection is going to be to the downside now. Okay, we gave time to Bitcoin around 10 days. Right now, 10 days. Well, to say, okay, we have a buy signal here. The volume is a concern. There is no volume. So the worst scenario is just sideways here, right? Sideways here, yes, sideways. And after that, we have to see a bounce. If we don't see this bounce, well, the projection could change and sell signal. And here, my friend, if we sell signal, I will be more than happy to open a short position. If we, for example, if we see Bitcoin doing this, like this, but it's not moving, right? And we have a signal here, I will be happy to open a short and like this. Bitcoin is going to 0, okay? So I will change my intro instead of showing my intro of, when it's a bear market, right? Or when Bitcoin is bearish, I don't know, you notice like I use the meme, right? Bitcoin is going to 0, right? So you can, when you see this kind of intro, okay, now I know, now you know what you can expect of from the live stream, right? Okay. Okay. Okay, 2 more requests I got. Okay, link, another stock. Okay, let me see link. Link is gonna crash, my friend, like many others. Okay, yeah. Let me show you here link. It depends on the time frame, right? Because I don't know your time frame. You are in 1 hour chart, 4 hour, weekly chart. But let me show you here. Weekly chart, yeah, we got here the resistance around $30. My target actually was between 27 30 long time ago, around here, and now we are here testing the ME55. The ME55 is actually a support, but we have a sell signal here right now. We have a sell signal here. We have a sell signal here in volume as well. So we can, the best scenario for link is to be in sideways here for a long time. Yeah, a long time, between 15 and maybe 22, 23. If Blink breaks this level, the next target should be around 10. Okay. Now, if we go to the monthly, I can tell you better. And we have here, what we have here? Link is in sideways in the long term. This is the top of the resistance. This is the bottom of the support right here. So if Bitcoin is gonna crash, like actually I'm expecting that actually that is very possible to see this year, Bitcoin crashing. I wouldn't be surprised if Ethereum, sorry, Link is actually in some point this year it could reach around $9 and $7. Okay, again, because the fact is Link is not trending. Link is in sideways. Okay, now let's continue. Let's continue with one more, and that's all. Okay, one more, and I'm gonna check the stock market. Let's see. Okay, it's currency. Australian dollar. Okay, good. Let's do that. Okay, so time frame, weekly chart and monthly. Okay, monthly here we have a sell signal. We have a sell signal here, and monthly here is not very strong. So we can expect just maybe sideways here in the monthly, right? In the monthly sideways here, because the signal is not very strong here. And weekly chart, yes, we have a buy signal here. So the only thing I can tell you right now for this asset is just this currency is just gonna be sideways between 0.60 and 0.61. That's all. But in the long term, all this year, what we can expect here, we have a sell signal here from 0.66. If I am very honest, breaking 0.60, you will see the dollar crashing all the way down, the Australian dollar crashing all the way down to 0.50. Okay, so if you are bullish here, you wanna see holding the rest of the year 0.60. That's all. Okay, guys. Thank you for watching. And see you in the next live stream. Okay. Thank you so much for your support, and have a good weekend. Have a good